Right guys, as we know, the prize-winning prat Guto Harri bent the knee live on TV the other day, paying homage to a Marxist movement not supported by most of this country, let alone the viewers of GB News, sick to death of mainstream media's woke bullshit being rammed down their throats 24 hours a day. This was obviously a bad idea and surely should have been reiterated by management at GB News that taking the knee is a big no-no. Even the BBC presenters don't do that shit. Now GB News have said what he did was against their standards because of the shitstorm that has followed it. In fact, I would say him taking the knee is like the BBC claiming skiing or the countryside is racist.
The fact that almost everyone in these beautiful places is white. That is certainly the case here in Largs and has been at all of the places that I've been fortunate enough to visit through competition and now work.
When you're in the majority, you fit in. So why would you question it? It's only by looking at this through a different lens you start to realise that these environments perhaps aren't as equal, as accessible or as welcoming as we'd like to think.
At the end of the day, it's just embarrassing because I consider him taking the knee on TV to be as demented as the BBC clips there that had them absolutely roasted by the public at the time. Now shitweasels at The Guardian are absolutely loving the fact that reports suggest one show for GB News literally got 0 viewers the day after all of this happened, which in all honesty wouldn't surprise me if it's true. At the end of the day, many of the presenters are boring and talk about absolute crap that most people don't care about. Throwing knee-bending ones and unpopular shows become completely unwatched shows as viewers literally switch off. At the end of the day, we're not in 1995 anymore. People can go and watch stuff on YouTube or the internet in general. But The Guardian talking shit about anyone's viewing figures I have to say I find pretty funny. Some of my long-time viewers will remember early in December 2019, The Guardian wrote a piece where they lied about mine and other YouTube channels' weekly viewing figures to make out like they got more than we did and set the narrative more than obviously the people do. Those who watched might remember they claimed I got 600,000 views compared to their 700,000 on YouTube. This was in relation to the Brexit election over a 1-week period. This was despite me having 1.2 million Brexit election related views that week alone, and bear in mind I had about 70,000 subscribers tops back then, and literally beat them by 500,000 views or more on that week. In fact, other channels beat them by even more, so realistically they're just taking the piss. It was clear for anyone to see these salty tosspots didn't like the fact that me, Sargon's a Card Daily channel and Martusi beat mainstream media outlets when it comes to viewed content on YouTube. Shit, there was a few more, but I'm not sitting there naming them all. Obviously, now seeing them joyful at this really makes me laugh, and for good reason. I bet if The Guardian started the TV channel, its viewing figures would never get past a couple of thousand bedwetting tosspots. You know, the ones hiding at home because Boris told them to do it. At the end of the day, GB News labelled itself as the anti-woke answer to the mainstream media, but as many suspected it was just the BBC by another name. I even called it BBC 2.0. More also say it's like 5 or 10 years out of date, but at the end of the day I don't think it's even that bad, and in all honesty, even if it was created 10 years ago, it would just be a communist lefty shitpit like every other media outlet.